So now, personally, what do I think the Regents exam will level up to at some point is this question right here. So what is the area to the nearest tenth of pi of a circle? So this is written incorrectly, but it says what is the area to the nearest tenth of the nearest tenth in terms of pi is what it should say of a circle which has the equation. But all I really care about is what is the area, and then it gives you this equation. To get the area, I need the radius. To get the radius, I got to deal with this equation. All right, so this is where I see the Regents going with this at some point, because this takes two things, and the Regents loves to throw in several two-part questions that maybe you've never seen before to see if you can think. All right, to see if you can take two things you're supposed to know and put them together. First of all, take a look at that. It's out of order. So when you go to the calculator and you hit apps and you hit 4 for conics and 1 for circle and 2, when you're putting your things in here, you've got to pay attention. So ax squared, ay squared, that's a 1. The b is in front of the x, that's negative 8. All right, the x term comes fourth, but it doesn't matter. We have to read. The y term is 6, and the d term is negative 19. So there is what I end up with right there. I'm going to drag and drop that again. And then I'm going to go and hit alpha, enter, to see what it gives me. All right, so now this gives me a radius of 6.6332. Again, if I wanted the radius, I'm probably going to square that and see about what it comes out to be. This just wants the area. So I'm just going to go, area equals pi r squared. All right, so area equals pi times 6.6332 squared. So I have to quit out of here. I usually have to hit it twice to get out of there. So pi times 6.332 squared is 125.959. So 125.959. It did say nearest tenth, which would be 126.0. Now, if I read it the other way, it says nearest tenth of a pi, which I think I just had the question written wrong. But let's say it says in terms of pi. I would do 6.332. Oh, actually, I did not write that. I didn't do that right. So let me go back to here. Hang on, let's do this the right way. So it's 6.6332 squared times pi, which is 138.22. All right, so let's fix this here. Seeing some live editing. 138.228. So if it said nearest tenth, which is kind of what it says, that's the answer. If it did say in terms of pi, if I had written a very clear question, I don't know which one I actually wanted to do, I would do 6.6332 squared, which is obviously 44. So when it would be 44 pi. All right, so that's what I would get in terms of pi. So depending on the way the question is written, it'd be one of those two things. If it's not multiple choice and you write either one, you're going to get most of the credit. So don't get hung up on something like that with these questions. It's also not an incredibly likely thing to get asked.